is a test review for Chapter 5. We're going to do numbered heads. You guys remember how to do this? I'm going to put a problem up on the board, and you are going to do it on your whiteboard. You're going to do it on your whiteboard, and then we're going to choose one person from each table to show us what they got. Okay? So, here we go. Problem number 1. I want you to change 26.38 degrees to degrees, minutes, seconds. Okay, go. This is how it's done. Okay? You take 0.38, which is the decimal, and you times it by 60. So 0.38 times 60, and you get 22.8. So my answer is 26 degrees, 22 minutes, and then you take the 0.8, the decimal there, and you times that by 60. And you get 48. And so it's 48 seconds. That right there is my answer. Huh? It is on the calculator. Let me show you how to do it on the calculator. 26.38, you make them. Oh, but I can. You do that and see under the angle menu right there. See the apps button? You go second. What happened to it? Second. Apps. Oh, whoops. Yeah, and it's number 4. DMS. Hit enter. There's your answer. Okay? So you can do it either way. First, second way is cheating, though. All right, you can do it the second way if you want. Okay. Question number 2. You may want to write these down. Not may, you'll want to write them down. Because I'm going to give you an assignment afterwards, and these problems that I'm... Okay, as I said, you'll want to write these problems down because they're going to be on the assignment. Half the problems on your assignment will be these problems right here. Okay. Problem number 2 is I want you to write 124 degrees, 47 minutes, and 56 seconds as decimal degrees. You're doing just the opposite, what you just did. Okay? All right, go. This is how you do this one right here. You take, what was it, degrees again? I can't see it right there. Is it 124? 124, is that right? Plus, you take the minutes, 47, and you divide it by 60. Plus 56 divided by what? 3,600, remember that? Because there's 3,600 seconds in a degree. And so you get 124.799 if you round it to 3 decimal places. Okay, good job. Some of you guys got that one. Okay? All right. We understand how to do that one? Any questions? So 124 plus 47 over 60 plus 56 over 360. Put it in your calculator and you have it. Okay, next question. Question number 3. I want you to find the least positive angle measurement that is coterminal with a negative 55 degrees. Think about your definition of coterminal today to help you out with that, okay? Go. You have the correct answer. It's 305 degrees. You guys, angles that are coterminal, let me just show you. Negative 55 degrees is going to be about down in here somewhere. It's negative 55 degrees, right? A coterminal angle to it that's the least positive would be turned in the positive direction around there, so it has the same terminal side. Okay, well, to go that direction and get to there, you'd have to, it's 360 minus the 55, right? And so, which is 305 degrees. So that's the answer right there. Really, what it comes down to, you want me to tell you how to do this? A least positive angle always is between 0 and 360. So all you have to do, if it's less than 360, like a negative number, all you have to do is add 360 till you get a number between 0 and 360. Or if it's more than 360, you just subtract 360 until you get a number between 0 and 360. Got it? Okay, there will be questions like that on the test. Any questions? Okay, next problem. Okay. Find the sine of angle A at the triangle on the right. Find the sine of A equals what? And I'm going to give you the triangle right here. Okay, I want you to find the sine of angle A. Go. Sorry, I forgot to start this. 9 squared plus 12 squared equals, we'll call it c squared, right? And so 9 squared is 81, 144. 81 plus 144 is what? 220. Oh, you guys are right. Sorry, I always had something else in my mind. I did a different problem this morning with my other class. And I had that in my mind. So 15, right? Square root of 225 is 15. So the answer is, that group did have it right. 12/15, which reduces to what? 4/5. Who all had that right? Okay, good. Good job, good job. Okay? Well, we'll just stay right on that one right here. Let's do the secant of A. Find the secant of A. Go. You guys look right here. Secant is the reciprocal of cosine. So cosine is adjacent over hypotenuse. So secant's going to be hypotenuse over adjacent, right? And 3 goes into 15 5 times, and 3 goes into 9 3 times. So it's 5/3 is your answer. Okay? Be careful when you're taking your test. Make sure you think each of those are. Okay? Okay. Hey, if you remember SOHCAHTOA and remember which ones are reciprocals of each other, you got it. Okay? All right. Next problem. Next problem. Here we go. I want you, if cosine of theta equals 4/5, find, let's go with the cosecant of theta. Find the cosecant of theta. If the secant, or if the cosine of theta is 4/5, find the cosecant of theta. Okay, you guys, I would start off by drawing my own triangle on this one. And I would say, okay, if that's theta right there, cosine is defined to be adjacent over hypotenuse, right? So my adjacent would be 4, my hypotenuse would be 5. If I use the Pythagorean theorem, I would figure that that side's 3. Now I know the cosecant is a reciprocal of the sine. I know sine is opposite over hypotenuse, so cosecant is going to be hypotenuse, which is r over, well, we'll call it hypotenuse. Hypotenuse over opposite. Well, hypotenuse is 5. Opposite of theta is 3. So 5/3 is your answer. Got it? Okay, next question. Same thing. If cosine is 4/5, find the tangent of theta. Here, you guys, tangent of theta is equal to opposite over adjacent. This is TOA of SOHCAHTOA, right? Opposite over adjacent. Well, opposite side from here is 3. Adjacent side is 4. So the answer is 3 over 4. Hey, you guys, these are easy problems. You need to be able to get these on the test. Huh? You had it right. She didn't. Okay. All right. Okay, next problem. Find the tangent of theta, you guys. If you have an angle in standard position, okay, your angle's in standard position. We just learned that on the bell work, right? We relearned it. And the point with coordinates -5, 8, point -5, 8, lies on the terminal side of the angle. Okay, so you're going to find the tangent of theta given the point -5, 8, and the angle's in standard position. Go. Okay, so you guys, when I do this one, I'm going to graph the point -5, 8. So if I count over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's going to be over here somewhere, right? I get there by going 5 this way and 8 up that way. I connect it to make my angle. It's in standard position. Okay? And then I know I went -5 that way and I went +8 that way, right? And it's asking me for tangent of theta, which is opposite side, which is 8, over adjacent side, which is -5. So -8/5 is the answer to that problem. Any questions on that? Okay. Now I want you to find the sine of theta of that same problem. The sine of theta. Go. So on this one, I think most of you found out we had to find, because since sine is defined to be opposite over hypotenuse, we have to find the hypotenuse of this thing. Well, we go 8 squared plus -5 squared equals r squared. We get 64 plus 25 equals r squared. And we add those together, we get 89 equals r squared. So r equals the square root of 89. Remember, really it's plus or minus square root of 89, but when you write r, it's always a positive. Okay, so square root of 89. Okay, so now I plug those in there. The opposite side to angle theta is 8. The hypotenuse is √89. But I have to rationalize that by timesing the top and bottom by √89. And that's going to give me 8 times √89 is 8 √89. And √89 times √89 is 89. And so that right there is your answer. Okay, any questions on that? Okay. Next problem, I want you in the triangle, if B equals 14, A equals 48 degrees, find C. Okay? Round to the nearest tenth, it says. So here's the picture. Keep in mind, you guys, that to pay attention to whether you're given little b or capital B, right? And which one you're looking for. Also keep in mind, what kind of triangle is this? A right triangle. So what kind of trigonometry am I going to use? I'm going to use right triangle trigonometry, which is the SOHCAHTOA. Okay? Good. So make sure you don't use law of sines or cosines when it's a right triangle. Sometimes you get it, most of the time you get it right, but sometimes you get it wrong. Looks like most of you had it right there. Okay, so I have B is 14. This is 48 degrees, right? And I'm looking for side C, which is right here. And so from this angle, I have the adjacent side, and I want to know the hypotenuse side. Adjacent and hypotenuse is cosine. So cosine 48 degrees equals adjacent side over hypotenuse. Remember, you guys, when you're dividing, if you went through all the algebra, you would come up with C equals 14 over cosine of 48. So in other words, you can just switch the C and the cosine of 48. And what did you guys get again? 20 point what? 923? Oh, wow. 20.923. That's what you should have gotten. Any questions on that? Because you didn't change it to degree yet. No, I tell you all the time. Yeah, but by now, it doesn't mean that all the calculators were used during first period, especially if someone was absent. Okay? Change it to degree mode, and you got it. Okay, next question. Next question. Okay, I want you to evaluate this expression, not using your calculator, but making a triangle. I want you to, this angle is in quadrant 1, okay? Angle is in quadrant 1. And you're given that the sine of the arctangent of 2/5. You're given the sine of the arctangent of 2/5, like that. And you are supposed to find, you're supposed to evaluate that expression. Okay? Remember, you need to set up a triangle. And you need to find the other side, length of that triangle. And then you can find what you're looking for. Go. Okay. This one's a trickster. Got some of you guys. Hey, remember, you guys, that a tangent inverse or an arctangent represents an angle. Any inverse represents an angle, right? What I'm really looking for, the question you guys got to answer, the question you have to answer is, what is the sine of theta, right? That's the question we have to answer. Now, this is the hint. That arctangent means the tangent of theta equals 2/5. So it becomes like the other problems we did. So if we have our angle in quadrant 1 right here, tangent is defined to be opposite over adjacent. So opposite side is 2, adjacent side is 5. If we use the Pythagorean theorem, this side we will find out to be the square root of 29. And so therefore, the sine is defined to be opposite side, which is 2, over hypotenuse, which is root 29. And then I have to rationalize that. So you times the top and bottom by root 29. That gets rid of the root in the bottom, because root 29 times root 29 is 29. And the top is going to be just 2 times root 29. And that right there is your answer. You guys remember doing that now? Yeah. That's how you do it. Okay? It's just, this part is the hint. This part helps you set up the triangle, the arctangent of 2/5, and then you're just finding the sine. Okay? Good job, Brock. Anybody else? Was Brock the only one that got it, or the whole table got it? Okay, good job. Whole table. Okay, next problem. I put 2 of each type on this thing. We're getting close to the end right here. Okay. I want you to solve the equation. This one, you guys, you're given that the sine of x equals root 3 over 2. Okay? I want you to solve it for all values that can go in for x between 0 and 360 degrees. Just use the unit circle, guys, for this one. All you have to do is look at the unit circle to get this one. Go. So yeah, you guys, we know that the sine is defined to be the y-coordinate on the unit circle, right? So I just have to go to the unit circle, look where the y-coordinate is square root of 3 over 2. That happens at 60 degrees and at 120 degrees. And so there's my answer right there. That's all we have to do on that one. So you can use the unit circle on your test, that copy I gave you. Make sure you have it that day, and we will be doing that on the test. Okay. I have some people that like to move it around. All right. Okay, next one. Given this triangle right here, this is S, this is T, this is R, this is little t, little s, little r. You're given r equals 14, little s equals 18. I want you guys to find measure of angle S. Okay? Find the measure of angle S. Go. Okay, so you guys, we are given that R is 14. We're given that S is 18. We want to find this angle down here. We have the opposite side and we have the adjacent side. That's tangent, right? So tangent of S equals opposite over adjacent. So we do the tangent inverse when we're looking for an angle, right? That's what we put in our calculator. And what did you guys get again? 52 point what? 125 degrees. And that's how you do it. Any questions on that one? Okay, next one. We've got 3 more problems left to do, you guys. Okay, 3 more problems. You know what? Actually, I'm going to skip that one. Okay, we got 2 more problems left to do. Okay, here we go. By the way, what does it mean to solve a triangle? Find everything that's all angles and sides. Good job. Okay, this one I want you to solve triangle ABC given angle C, that's big C, is 48 degrees. Angle B is 62 degrees. And little c is 10. I want you to solve the triangle. Okay? Go. The question is this a right triangle? Can you tell by looking at this information whether it is or not? How can you tell? I'm giving you 2 angles, right? So would the third angle be 90? Huh? What's 62 plus 48, you guys? It's 110. Subtract that from 180, and what do you get? 70. So the other angle is 70. So is this a right triangle? No. So what kind of triangle is it? Oblique. It's an oblique triangle. So what are you going to use? Are you going to use right triangle trigonometry to solve it? No. What are you going to use? Law of sines or law of cosines. You got to look at the given information. I should have put someone at the table that could do it. Hey, you guys, obviously this one's an oblique triangle, right? It doesn't, you know what? I don't draw it to scale. I just draw a triangle really quickly. I write in my given information. B is 62 degrees. C is 48 degrees. That means if we add them together, subtract 180, we get that one as 70 degrees. And I'm given that side C, which would be opposite of angle C, is 10. And then this would be little b and this would be little a. Okay, and so we're going to just use the law of sines to solve this one, obviously, because anytime you have 2 things that are opposite, an angle and a side, you're going to use the law of sines. So 10 over the sine of 48 equals a over the sine of 70. So you're going to times both sides by sine of 70. So you're going to go 10 times sine of 70 over the sine of 48. What did you guys get again for that one? For a? 12.645. And then the other one, you're going to do same thing, 10 over sine of 48 equals b over sine of 62. And you're going to times both sides by sine of 62. And what did you get for b? 11 point what? 881. Okay? That is how you do that problem. Okay. One last one. You guys ready for one more? Or should we be done? 10 more. All right. That's what I wanted. That's what I wanted to hear. All right. Okay. I want you to do this one right here. B equals 4. This is solve a triangle. C equals 9. A equals 39 degrees. This is an oblique triangle. I want you to just find A. Find A. You don't have to solve the triangle. Just find A. Hey, you guys, law of cosines. Law of cosines. It's A squared equals B squared plus C squared minus 2BC times cosine of A, right? Except for we take the square root of both sides. So you just take these other two sides, square them. Doesn't matter which one's which. Minus 2 times 4 times 9 times the cosine of the 39 degrees. Put that in your calculator and you got it. Okay, now, you guys, this is the second to last problem on your assignment I just handed out to you.
Same exact.
Okay, I need to draw a couple of diagrams for you that you'll need to draw on your paper. So, by the way, what'd you get for this answer? Anybody verify that? Okay. Everybody makes mistakes, Mallory, even you. Okay. Hey, you guys, there's some diagrams you need to draw on here. I forgot to put them on here, but okay. So, by problem 7 through 12, problem 7 through 12, are you going to use this diagram right here? Okay, that's problems 7 through 12. We'll use that diagram. Okay. Problems 20 through 21 are going to use this diagram right here. And problems 26 through 27. Wait, hold on. You guys, this is the diagram for 26 and 27 right here. Sorry, got it wrong. This one is for 20 and 21. 20 to 21. So this diagram for 20 and 21 is right here. This is A, B, C, okay? Not very good from this side. There we go. That's your diagram. So this is going to be due on Tuesday. The test will be Tuesday. I would make a 3x5 card. Make sure you have the law of sines on it, law of cosines, and right triangle trigonometry on there, the SOHCAHTOA. Make sure you know how to convert decimal degrees to degrees, minutes, seconds, and vice versa. And anything else we studied on there. And you can use your unit circle on the test, okay? I'd also have all, I think I have told you that already. So be ready for the test on Tuesday. I can answer a few questions before we take the test, and then we'll need to get started on the test right away on Tuesday, okay? No, I'll leave those unit circles up. It's just for some of you, it'd be easier if you had your own unit circle sitting in front of you. Okay.